Hello viewers, today we are going to talk how you can help a friend through grief codes. The suffering related with losing a loved one is the hardest thing to treat. The pain that one gets through the death of a dear one is immeasurable and irreparable. Words can't describe this. Try to be with anybody who is passing through this time. No one should be alone at this moment, and so here are 20 tips for you to help your bereaved friend. Number 1. Attend the funeral. Don't forget to join the funeral party even if you're too busy. For the bereaved person, it will be a consolation as it will show them you really cared a lot for their loved one. Number 2. Avoid these phrases. You should never tell some phrases in front of a bereaved person to console. For example, phrases like, "It's part of God's plan," "He is in a better place now," "I know how you feel," "Look at what you have to be thankful for," "It's time to move on." So this kind of things should be avoided at any cost. Number 3. Be aware of the holidays. Off days are emotionally hard for the people who are grieving. You can go to them on holidays and help them cope with the extra emotional toll. Invite them for dinner or have dinner at their house. Just share some tears and lend your shoulder to cry on. Number 4. Beware of the mask. Sometimes the bereaved people may hide their feelings as they don't wish to burden people. Don't push them hard to talk. Instead, you may gently ask them how they are really feeling or if they are okay or not. Number 5. Cook for the grieving. Intense sorrow can cause people to lose the appetite and hence the urge to cook. You may take the duty to prepare meals for the bereaved. This will be a gesture of love and care to the grieving. Number 6. Do not minimize the loss. Don't compare one sorrow with another one. Assure the bereaved what he or she is feeling is quite natural but incomparable. No one will be able to realize the real impact of their sorrow. Number 7. Do not rush things. The way of grieving varies from person to person and so the healing process differs too. Some people can control their grief within a month while others need even a year. Don't push hard the bereaved. Rather, let them deal with their grief naturally. Number 8. Do not try to fix the problem. If you are not a professional, don't offer solutions to the bereaved. Instead, try to care the bereaved in whatever way they need. Number 9. Don't steer the feelings away. Let the bereaved people know that it's quite natural to get angry or to cry or to say something that does not go with his character. Don't try to show the cause to the grieving by saying things to change their behavior or attitude. Number 10. Give them space. Somebody's presence is really important and a consolation to the grieving. However, the bereaved may need some time unaccompanied. Check out the sign of distress and identify when to give the grieving space. Number 11. Help spread the message. Try to help the grieving by sharing information concerning funeral arrangements or memorial services. Thus, you can lift a huge burden off their shoulders. During this hard time, the grieving people will be emotionally and mentally drained, and if you help them to deal with anything, it will be a huge help to them. Number 12. Let the bereaved talk about the deceased. The grieving people may find it obligatory to narrate the story of how their loved one died. Listen to the story of the grieving attentively. This helps the bereaved find consolation and accepting the reality of what has happened. Number 13. Listen. It's unfortunate that there are no such talk that can diminish grief, so don't try to do that. Instead, let them share their pain and listen to them attentively. Number 14. Mementos. If you have any pictures, memento or anything that can be related with the loved one, just make a memory package and share it with the bereaved. It can be a way to console him. Number 15. Reach out to the grieving. Try to be with the bereaved people because there is no substitute for presence. It's insignificant what you say to console the grieving or try to solve the issues, but just be with the bereaved. This will be very comforting to that person who has lost a loved one. Number 16. Reassure them. You must be aware of the fact that the grieving are riding an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes they are quite okay, but at the very next time, they can be totally shattered. Tell them it's quite natural and assure that you will be there for them. Number 17. Roll with the emotions. The grieving really lives in an intense emotional state. Sometimes you can notice them behaving in a way that doesn't go with their behavior. You can see him yelling out in anger, crying uncontrollably, snapping at dear ones, and other things. At that moment, don't judge the grieving and don't take anything personal. Number 18. Silence is not a bad thing. If the grieving don't want to speak, don't give them pressure to do so. Just give them a heartfelt hug and hold their hand cordially. It will assure that it's quite easier to say nothing and you will be there for them. Number 19. Spend time with the bereaved. The bereaved will take time to deal with the flow of emotion. Try to be with the bereaved. Phone him and ask him how his day is going. Try to be with him in morning and evening walk and talk to him consistently. Try to visit him often and help them with chores and shopping. And number 20. Understand that everyone grieves differently. Grief is quite natural, though it is a complex phenomenon and emotionally it takes toll on us. Grief can be displayed in varied ways. There is no right or no wrong way.